And we are recording.
We are recording this podcast. Hi.
I actually told you that we were recording.
I know. You
That's
never
like the
do
first
that.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's nice of you.
Yeah.
I'm going to sniffle right in the microphone. Sneefle.
I'm a sneefle.
I'm a sneefle. Oh, I sneefled.
Oh, man. What episode are we on?
30-something.
38.
Jeepers creepers.
This is episode 38 of Jess and Hids Make a Podcast. Welcome. I'm Jess.
I'm Hids. This is our podcast. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
If this is your first episode, hold on tight.
Yeah. If this is your first episode, you should know that you have stumbled upon the best podcast ever, and you should definitely go back and listen to all of our previous episodes. You're welcome.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Except I was also going to mention that we are super ADHD friendly because that is a thing that we are both.
I don't know what he's staring at.
He's staring at the other cat over there.
Oh, okay.
It seems like all of a sudden all the cats are here.
Yeah,
we have ADHD if you can't tell immediately.
We also have 6 cats, so that just, exacerbates the whole experience.
It's wonderful.
Yes. We also have a little 12-year-old dog.
Take her. She just turned 12.
She did. Oh, that was going to be my war member.
Oh.
That's fine.
Okay.
I actually have multiples this week.
Okay, cool. I'll try to think of one while we do this. Sorry.
The cat, we hit the record button and all of the cats are now swarming the room.
Swarming the table.
Oh, boy.
They were, literally 5 minutes ago, we had one cat.
Yeah.
Now they're all here.
Sleeping.
Anyway.
Yep.
Hi.
So how's your week?
Well, not great.
I
I have to get a tooth taken out Thursday, so that's fun. So
it's better than the alternative, which was going to be like $1,000 surgery.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have just a simple extraction instead of a huge surgery that may or may not have helped anyway. And oh, Cake, I love you.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, even if I'd had the surgery, I may have had to have another one later.
Yeah.
So I'm just going with, you know what? Let's just take it out and not worry about it.
Yeah. Still sucks though, because you've been dealing with the tooth pain for how long now? A couple weeks? 3?
2 weeks. 10, 2 weeks-ish. It'll be 2 weeks by the time I get there and get rid of it.
Yeah.
It also sucks because I had a lot of stuff to do this weekend on my days off. And now I'm going to be dealing with recovery from an extraction. So fun times.
Hopefully you'll recover like I recover. It's nothing.
Yeah, I don't usually. Usually it's just that first day is the worst.
Yeah.
And then it's just dealing with,
then it's just watching what you eat.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
yeah.
Don't eat chips.
No, I don't. I'm not eating. Oh, I should buy some yogurt.
We have mashed potatoes.
Oh, good. That's my favorite.
Yeah. And I could make some more bread.
No, because I like crusty breads.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Never mind.
So I do have one more batch of focaccia dough in the fridge right now.
Okay, will you make that tomorrow?
I'm going to make it tomorrow because it's my day off. But what I'm going to put on it, because I think we have all of these things. I'm going to put white chocolate chips and cranberries, and walnuts or pecans or almonds or whatever we have. I don't think we have almonds, but
we do have some. We might.
I don't know.
I'm so
it would still be good with walnuts.
Stupidly excited for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought of that. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do a sweet one. So then I was like, oh, we have a ton of chocolate chips. But then I was like, we also have craisins.
Yes, we do.
And white chocolate chips. And that's yeah.
That is. Yeah, I'm so happy you're going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to eat all of it when I get home.
Yeah.
And then not eat for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Yay. Awesome.
Cool.
I'm
That's
excited.
the plan. Yeah.
Cool. The focaccia you made yesterday, it was delicious. It's very good.
I did end up adding more water. I think I talked about this in the podcast last week. I don't know. If you guys have no idea, like I made focaccia dough, but it was like drier than it should have been. So it was denser than it should have been. But this time around, I did add more water to the dough. So now it's more of that like aerated texture.
I mean, to be fair, the dense one was delicious.
Yeah. I mean, bread is bread. It's so good.
Bread,
but it wasn't proper focaccia bread because I have my inner Paul Hollywood telling me that it was incorrect. Overworked, underhydrated,
underproved, overproved,
probably overproved.
I don't know. Apologies to all the terrible, terrible accents that we have.
But we have fun. For the terrible accents.
Oh yeah, not to the. Oh, that's okay. I've taken so many pain medicines today. It's fine.
That's okay. Anyway,
we have the cutest little
he's
kitten.
just going to pass out right here. He just bit the crap out of my hand. And now he's just like, I'm going to take a nap now.
And now I nap.
Yeah.
I nap right here. I have a little goblin, a half-finished goblin in my lap.
Oh, cool. Context. Hids crochets little amigurumi goblins.
My little
for
therapy
people.
Goblins.
And
friend goblins.
It's actually like a whole big thing. She's got a huge list of people waiting for goblins. And there's a Facebook group where people post pictures of their goblins. It's very cute.
And we have HG who's traveling around the world.
HG is our goblin.
Yeah. He's currently, I think, in Virginia Beach, maybe?
Cool.
I should probably check in on him.
Yeah.
But
I know he was somewhere on that side of the country.
He's been to Italy, Europe. He's been to Italy, Germany, the Netherlands, England. I want to say maybe Sweden. He's been like through Europe on the trip that I would love to take through Europe. And then now he's kind of working his way. He's been in the northeast of the United States, and now he's kind of
working his way back.
Yeah. He's been to Scotland
home.
And Ireland too.
Yeah. He lost an eye.
In Scotland.
So
now he has a Scottish flag just as an eye patch. He's adorable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited when he finally gets here, but I think it's going to be a while yet. So he's fun.
We sent him off with the little travel journal, and people have been packing things.
Yeah, he's in a much bigger box than we sent him
his
in
box
now.
Has grown.
Excited to get him back. It's been fun because some people have sent stuff that stays with him, but then they've also sent like perishable treats for the next person who gets him. So I don't know. It's just
kind of just like
so
a
excited
continuous,
to get him back.
Ongoing fun thing.
Yeah, he's fun. Oh, he went to Mexico with us. That was his first journey.
Oh, yeah.
So he's been gone since then.
Oh,
I haven't seen him in several years.
It's been at least 2 years. 3 years. Yeah. Wow. Ooh. The last time we went to Mexico, that was a long time ago.
4 years. That was 21.
Was it really? 4 years?
Has it? Yeah. Wow.
Oh, man. I haven't seen a beach in far too long.
It's been far too long.
Man.
Oh, man. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So I was working on a goblin before we started recording, and instead of putting him away, I just put him in my lap. So
cool. You have a little fidget toy.
Yeah, I do. It's probably a good thing. Should
we roll?
Yeah. I feel like there's something we need to talk about, but I don't know what it is, and I didn't write it down. So.
Oh crap.
I don't know. Oh well.
Our charity? Do we want to mention?
Oh yeah. We have a Patreon at patreon.com/JessandHids. If you would like to join us, we do some bonus content, and we do RPG games, and we do art prompts and storytelling prompts, and
we have a Discord.
Well, that's
server. Actually free to join, but a lot of the channels are
locked to
patrons only, locked to everyone but patrons.
Yeah. So we have a lot of fun if you'd like to join us. But another thing we do is that each quarter we pick a charity, and we make a little donation to them. And so this quarter,
10% of all of our earnings.
Yes, which isn't much, but it is something. So
yeah.
last quarter, we did the National Park Foundation, which is a nonprofit that helps support our national parks. And this quarter, so July, August, September, is that how it works?
Yeah, July, August, September. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I always have to start with January. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Yes.
Yeah. So this quarter, we are going to make a donation to the Fetch Foundation.
So the Fetch Foundation is an organization that their main goal, they do a lot of things actually, but their main goal is to provide tailored
Fido bags.
Yeah, they're called Fido bags. And what Fido bags are, I should have pulled up the website so I actually have words. But Fido bags, they give Fido bags to fire stations all over the nation. And in the Fido bags are special like respirators that fit dogs and cats, and just special animal first aid that a normal fire station wouldn't have, because, you know, they have respirators that fit humans, but what about your family pets that are, you know, trapped in a fire and need resuscitating? And there have actually been 2 incidents in our local community. Our station has one, thankfully, that the Fido bags have been used to save pets.
One just was last week, and it just made me, I got like choked up about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like what we're doing. This is just really, it just kind of seeing it at home, like, you know, in our community actually saving, because it said that they pulled this dog and they thought the dog was gone, but they used their Fido bag and saved him, and he's recovering nicely. So that's wonderful that's a thing that we can help provide. If you would like to help provide Fido bags to fire departments, you can go to thefetchfoundation.com, FETCH, just like tell your dog to go fetch. Thefetchfoundation.com. You can make any size donations, or you can purchase a bag for a station or customize a bag. So they have a lot of different options for what they do. And they also work with rescues, shelters, and veteran agencies to place homeless dogs in working situations. So they're helping also to help with, you know, clear out the shelters and give those dogs loving homes in places they can be helpful. Yeah. And have little jobs to do, which is also a wonderful thing.
Yeah, they're a good organization, and we hope to be able to provide at least one Fido bag to a station somewhere that we'll probably let our patrons choose.
Yeah, because you can we are actually going to reach out to them and see if there is a way you can choose where a bag goes.
Right,
Because they do, their tagline is every station in the nation. So they want to get them into places that don't have them yet. So if there's a place, we want to see if we can kind of say, hey, put one here, or, you know, like in a special area or something like that. So, check that out, thefetchfoundation.com, and join our Patreon so that you can help us increase our donation.
Yay.
All right. Do you want to do this?
Yeah, let's roll. You go first.
No, you roll first. You always roll first.
I know. And then I always have to go first.
My dice likes to know what the competition is. So also, if you're just finding us here, we roll a D20 to see who goes first. And currently, Jess, we both had 11s.
Wait.
Okay.
That's never happened before.
Never happened.
Okay. You go again.
Now I'm getting nervous.
No. 9. 16. That means I go first.
Means you go first.
Oh my God. My brain is conditioned to think that the higher number is the better option, one that you want.
You've won. You are going first. Congratulations.
Again. Jim, write that down.
We have a friend who listens who is tracking this for us. And Jess is the higher percentage here.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. It's good. Because while you do this, I'm going to go take some more Tylenol.
Okay.
So tell me your topic.
In late June of 1947, a rancher by the name of W.W. Brazel, or Mac to his friends, found something unusual on his property near Corona, New Mexico. He discovered tinfoil, rubber, tape, and thin wooden beams scattered across several acres of his ranch. He had no phone or radio, so he just gathered the debris and put it in the deal with it later brain box. Everybody has one of those.
Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
So on July 5th, he was talking to his uncle, Hollis Wilson, about it. And Hollis, who was up on all the latest news and current events, was like, dude, that might be from one of those flying discs that people keep seeing in the sky. So Mac was unaware of the ongoing flying disc craze that was happening in the Southwest and Pacific Northwest at the time, and honestly sweeping the entire nation. So this was taking place amid the first summer of the Cold War, and press nationwide covered Kenneth Arnold's account, who was an aviator, of what had became known as flying saucers, which were objects that allegedly performed maneuvers beyond the capabilities of any known aircraft. Coverage of Arnold's report preceded a wave of over 800 similar sightings nationwide. So right now we're talking about Roswell.
I'm so excited. I was just in Roswell not long ago on drive. I'd stop there every time I go to Texas to see my family. I have to stop in Roswell and just like, oh, look, aliens.
Aliens everywhere.
They're everywhere.
So it's funny though, because we'll get to the actual incident. So the next day, Mac, he drove to Roswell and informed Sheriff George Wilcox of the debris he had found. And the sheriff called the Roswell Army Airfield, or RAAF, who immediately sent Major Jesse Marcel, remember his name because it comes up later, and Captain Sheridan Cavett to go to Mac's ranch and recover the debris. On July 8th, the RAAF Public Information Officer Walter Hott issued a press release stating that the military had recovered a, quote, flying disc near Roswell. Robert Porter, an RAAF flight engineer, was part of the crew who loaded what he was told was a flying saucer onto a flight bound for Fort Worth Army Airfield in Texas. He described the material that was packaged in wrapping paper when he received it as lightweight and not too large to fit inside the trunk of a car. So the official statement that was issued by Walter Hott said, I'm just going to read the whole thing. It says, the many rumors regarding the flying disc became a reality yesterday when the intelligence office of the 509th Bomb Group of the 8th Air Force Roswell Army Airfield was fortunate enough to gain possession of a disc through the cooperation of one of the local ranchers and the sheriff's office of Chavez County. The flying object landed on a ranch near Roswell sometime last week. Not having phone facilities, the rancher stored the disc until such time as he was able to contact the sheriff's office, who in turn notified Major Jesse A. Marcel of the 509th Bomb Group Intelligence Office. George Walsh, the radio... Oh, sorry, that was the end of the...
Okay.
End of the statement.
I'm just listening like enraptured. I love this.
So yeah, the actual press release statement from this Air Force base said that the whole flying disc craze is a reality now because we've recovered one of these things. Mm-hmm. So George Walsh, who was the local radio station director at Roswell, he broke the news and relayed it to the Associated Press and said that after that, his phone lines were just overwhelmed. He later recalled that all afternoon, he tried to call Sheriff Wilcox for more information, but could never get through to him. The media people were calling him from all over the world. So it kind of like, it blew up for just a second, though, because literally the next day on July 9th, there was a press conference where General Roger Ramey, his chief of staff, His chief of staff, Colonel Thomas DuBose, and weather officer Irving Newton identified the materials as pieces of,
Dun, dun, dun.
can you guess?
A weather balloon.
A weather balloon. So Newton, who was the weather officer, told reporters that similar radar targets were used at about 80 weather stations across the country. So he's saying, like, yeah, we had, we did it all across the country. These weather balloons are being seen everywhere. And then the small number of subsequent news stories offered kind of just like mundane and prosaic accounts of just all of this happening all over the place. So the Roswell Daily Record, which was the local newspaper, highlighted that no engine or metal parts had been found in the wreckage and basically told everybody to stop freaking out. However, that same article also included an interview with Mac, the rancher, and he did not believe that the debris he discovered was from a weather balloon. There were certain bits in there that kind of confused him. So a portion of the recovered wreckage was flown from Texas to Wright Field in Ohio, where Colonel Marcellus Duffy identified it as balloon equipment. And after that, all the buzz about the incident completely died.
Mm-hmm.
Except in 1978, so almost 30 years later,
Mm-hmm.
retired Air Force officer Jesse Marcel, remember him?
Oh,
He
yeah,
was
I
the
wrote his name
one.
down.
He was
Okay.
the one that was sent to recover the wreckage by the Roswell Air Force Base.
Okay.
He revealed that the Army's weather balloon claim had been a cover story and speculated that the debris was of extraterrestrial origin. And then in 1980, a book was published called The Roswell Incident. And combined, like those two things combined, made the case gain traction again. So the book's authors, Charles Berlitz and William L. Moore, labeled the weather balloon explanation as a cover story. They argued that when the original debris was flown to Wright Field in Ohio, that material from a weather balloon was hastily substituted. So something in transit got switched out secretly.
I just talked about Charles Berlitz briefly in the Bermuda Triangle episode.
Yeah, you
I was like,
did.
that name is familiar.
I saw that name and I was like, wait a second. So the book was widely disputed. It sparked additional conspiracy theories as well as a number of hoaxes. So one of the notable hoaxes was in 1984, documents surfaced that were alleged to be classified memos concerning Majestic 12, otherwise known as MJ-12, which was a secret operation launched by President Harry S. Truman to handle the Roswell incident. The documents, however, were later determined to be fake, and no evidence was found to support the existence of MJ-12. If you want to know more about the Majestic 12, because I have the documents, that's going to be our bonus content.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And like this, one of my sources, I need to remember to link it in my actual notes, was the And That's Why We Drink podcast
Mhm.
that we've talked about quite a few times here. M does a story about Roswell, but mostly it's a dive into this MJ-12, the Majestic 12 files.
Mhm.
And it's very interesting.
I enjoyed that episode. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to be talking about the Majestic 12 in our bonus content. It was later sort of classified as a hoax according to the official
Mhm. Just like the Bermuda
government
Triangle
statements.
doesn't exist.
Yeah. So another hoax that sort of came out of the whole Roswell incident was the alien autopsy film that surfaced in 1995. It purported to show the dissection of an alien corpse from the Roswell incident. The 17-minute video was later claimed to be a fraud by its director. Like, of course it was.
Yeah.
Over time, all of the UFO conspiracy theories expanded the Roswell incident to include governments concealing evidence of extraterrestrial beings, gray aliens, multiple crashed flying saucers, alien corpses and autopsies, and the reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology, none of which have any factual basis. So since then, since the 80s, when this book was published, the conspiracies and the theories and all the hoaxes have just ballooned.
Mm-hmm.
Like a weather
like
balloon.
a weather balloon. So there was like a craze in the 50s with UFOs. And then
the UFO
boomed
craze
again in the 80s.
It sort of coincides with the Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the whole UFO craze is a fascinating topic, which I think like aliens and UFOs is a recurring card of ours. The Roswell incident was a separate card, but like I'm sure we'll touch on this again.
Oh, for sure.
Later.
I talked about Roswell very briefly in episode 25 when I did Area 51.
Yeah.
And that was the recurring card because I was just like, you know what? Let's just start where
with,
everything is stored.
Start with Area 51 in the vault.
In the vault. Right next to the Ark of the Covenant from Indiana Jones, I believe.
Yeah. That's where Warehouse 13 is.
That's where everything is.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful place and I want to go there, but I'll just stare at the gate.
Yeah.
So.
We'll just take a picture by the sign.
Yeah. By the sign that says no pictures.
Yeah.
Better.
With everybody else who's taking pictures by that sign.
Thousands of pictures of the no pictures sign. Anyway, okay, carry on. Sorry.
All right. So all the theories and hoaxes sparked increased interest in the incident, and Roswell became synonymous with UFOs and aliens. And the incident became a significant part of the city's economy, as you well know, driving through it many times. I've never been there.
We're gonna do like a weekend.
Yeah,
because we
definitely should, because I want to go to the International UFO Museum and Research Center that opened in 1992 in Roswell. And we're going to go to the UFO Festival that's been going on every year since 1996.
Yes. And we're going to go to the Lego UFO. There's a what is it called? Exhibit. And it's the largest, I think it's the largest Lego UFO in the world.
Oh, cool.
Definitely in the United States. I don't know.
Oh,
probably it's Lego, so probably not. But it is there, and there's a whole
walkthrough
walkthrough
together.
But then there's also there is a virtual reality walkthrough where you see the crash, you experience the crash from the aliens' point of view.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
You mean from the weather balloons
from
point
the
of
weather?
view?
I mean yes. So no, the last time I was there, I did kind of scoped out a few places. I was like, we're coming. We're going to go here. We're going to spend a weekend, and we're going to do all the alien things. Because I'm usually just there for like an hour. So,
yeah.
Okay. The UFO. When is the festival?
I don't know. I have more about the.
Okay, go. I'm sorry.
Stuff, though. So, like, ironically, a lot of the theories and hoaxers were right. I said hoaxers in my notes. Hoaxers. Yeah. They were right about one thing. The debris recovered on Max Ranch was not from a weather balloon.
I know.
In 1994, the Air Force admitted that the recovered material was, in reality, from a U.S. spy balloon. It was part of Project Mogul, and it was an attempt to monitor anticipated nuclear tests by the Soviet Union. So, yeah, I did mention Cold War. That was happening.
Yeah.
I did read somewhere, or maybe they said it in And That's Why We Drink, that at that time in 1947, there was no evidence that the Soviet Union even had nuclear capabilities.
Oh.
So, like, why would they be trying to monitor for nuclear tests by the Soviet Union back then?
Interesting.
Yeah. But then, like, we also know that the Soviet Union did have nuclear tech. So, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe since we had it, we were scared that they had it. So we were like, oh, I bet they're going to do nuclear tests or
I'm
whatever.
sure. Yeah.
So we better scan for that. Okay. So in 1997, a definitive report from the Air Force was released titled The Roswell Report, Case Closed. And I'm just going to read directly from the Air Force website, which I will include in the sources on our website. It says, this report discusses the results of this exhaustive research and identifies the likely sources of the claims of alien bodies at Roswell. Contrary to allegations, many of the accounts appear to be descriptions of unclassified and widely publicized Air Force scientific achievements. Other descriptions of bodies appear to be actual incidents in which Air Force members were killed or injured in the line of duty. The conclusions are: Air Force activities which occurred over a period of many years have been consolidated and are now represented to have occurred in 2 or 3 days in July 1947. Aliens observed in the New Mexico desert were actually anthropomorphic test dummies that were carried aloft by U.S. Air Force high-altitude balloons for scientific research. The unusual military activities in the New Mexico desert were high-altitude research balloon launch and recovery operations. Reports of military units that always seemed to arrive shortly after the crash of a flying saucer to retrieve the saucer and crew were actually accurate descriptions of Air Force personnel engaged in anthropomorphic dummy recovery operations. Claims of alien bodies at the Roswell Army Airfield Hospital were most likely a combination of 2 separate incidents. And then they list the incidents as 1, a 1956 KC-97 aircraft accident in which 11 Air Force members lost their lives, and 2, a 1959 manned balloon mishap in which 2 Air Force pilots were injured. This report is based on thoroughly documented research supported by official records, technical reports, film footage, photographs, and interviews with individuals who were involved in these events. So that's the statement that the Air Force released in 1997. And I'm like, first of all, the 2 separate incidents that they actually listed happened in 1956 and 1959, way after 1947, when the debris was recovered. So, like, the actual debris might have been the Project Mogul, stuff like that. And I think what they're saying here is that, oh, and then these other 2 incidents happened, which, like, made people think it was aliens because they already thought it was aliens.
Yeah, kind of drew. Oh, hey, remember when that other thing happened?
Yeah, you thought it was aliens
too.
then, and it wasn't. It was just a weather balloon. So yeah.
So, you probably don't know. Why were they putting anthropomorphic dummies in weather balloons?
I did read that. I didn't put it in my notes, but if I'm relying on my memory here, which probably isn't a great idea, but yeah, they put dummies in weather balloons to test the effects of nope. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, was it like atmosphere on a body or something?
So.
Like,
yeah.
So like I've seen them do stuff like that on Mythbusters, but the technology is so far advanced from the 1950s. It just seems weird. I think it's a government cover up. I'm sorry, it is. It's just a cover up. There were aliens in the desert. It's fine.
Yeah.
The UFO Festival happens July 4th weekend.
Cool.
So chaos, travel, but I still want to go. I just want to do I want to look at all the scheduling for all the weird like cryptid and UFO conventions and festivals and stuff like that. And then just plan a trip where we go to each one, one after the other. We just drive around.
Hang on a sec. Could you? I'm trying to. I mean, I can edit out the dead silence. It's fine.
I forgot you have that capability.
I read it somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna feed Lexi while you do that. Oh, he's got a little mess in his room. Clean your room.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I've read it somewhere.
Give you something fun tomorrow when you're editing. You could just edit this out and forget I asked about it. It's fine.
No. Something atmospheric, something.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I'm mad. All right, well, I can't find it.
It's all
But
right.
yes to all of the traveling
Okay.
that you
Yay.
were saying while I was trying to look stuff up. I think that's what you were saying.
Yeah, I did talk about traveling, hitting all
Cool.
the weird kooky festivals and stuff
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that would be fun.
that. It requires, funds.
Yeah.
Someday. We'll see what
Someday.
happens. So July 4th weekend is the UFO Festival in Roswell, New Mexico.
Okay. Yeah, that's like when all this kicked off. So
Yeah, it makes sense.
all right. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. So despite all of the, disproved stuff and hoaxes and everything, many UFO proponents claim that the Roswell debris was in fact derived from an alien aircraft, and they accuse the U.S. government of a cover-up.
I believe him.
I mean,
they say,
I think Bobby Lasagna would agree too.
Bobby?
Bobby?
Hey there, Bobby Lasagna here. 100% agree that this is a government cover-up. The aliens landed and they never left.
The aliens, maybe that's when the aliens did leave, actually. And
I'll get back to you on that one.
maybe they
were like,
left us.
"Ooh, no, not ready for this. Let's just go on out of here. We'll come back in a couple hundred years if there's anything left." I now have little Tink in my lap, and I want her to purr into the microphone. So hold, please.
Yeah, there is a whole entire section. Oh.
Oh, okay. Sorry. There's an entire section
Of the Roswell incident Wikipedia page that goes into all the hoaxes, the conspiracy theories. So it does talk about. Is your fan on? Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that is bumping up against it. Okay. It does talk about the book, The Roswell Incident. It talks about the Majestic 12. Oh, let's see. It talks about a lot of things that I didn't go into.
Pick one and read it to me, because I'm here for this.
All right.
Oh, they have alien donuts at one little donut shop in Roswell.
Well, that's cool.
I know. They're quite good.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go up to... Nope. I'm saving the Majestic 12 for the...
Oh, yeah. You're saving that.
Yeah. Okay. I will read this paragraph that talks about Mac Brazel. He died in 1963 before the interest in the Roswell incident kind of was revived. The authors of the Roswell incident, Berlitz and Moore, interviewed his surviving adult children, William Brazel Jr. and Bessie Brazel Schreiber. Brazel Jr. described how the military arrested his father and swore him to secrecy. However, during the time that Mac Brazel was alleged to have been in military custody, multiple people reported seeing him in Roswell, and he provided an interview to local radio station KGFL. Schreiber, the daughter, who had gathered debris material with her father when she was 14, offered ufologists a description that matched the materials used by Project Mogul. She said there was what appeared to be pieces of heavily waxed paper and a sort of aluminum-like foil. Some of the metal foil pieces had a sort of tape stuck to them, and when they were held up to the light, they showed what looked like pastel flowers.
Okay.
According to the book, some of the most important testimony was given by Marcel, the former intelligence officer who had gathered the debris in 1947. That's Jesse Marcel, who later said, oh, yeah, it was extraterrestrial.
We like him.
The broader UFO media treated Marcel as a whistleblower. Independent researchers found embellishment in Jesse Marcel's accounts, including false statements about his military career and educational background.
Uh-oh, Jesse.
I know. Jesse, if you want to tell the truth about something, you got to make sure your past is squeaky clean, my boy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how that works.
Because nobody's going to believe you're telling the truth if you do one bad thing in your life.
Yeah, if you got sketchy stuff happening in your life, all your other stuff is just not, it's just going to be sketchy too.
Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, more about the Majestic 12 in our bonus content. What are you talking about?
Oh, is it me? It's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you just want me to keep reading from the Wikipedia page.
Keep doing that. No. Oh, don't. Oh, the little kitten. So I found a topic. Well, I drew a topic. I didn't find it. It was a topic that was on our list, and I drew the card. And it is a pretty cool lady from history. And
you got a woman from history?
I got a woman from history.
Yay.
I had hoped that there would actually be more information on her online. A lot of it is in books that I didn't purchase because I could purchase a book. I'm not going to read it in the 4 hours before we do our podcast in which I do my research. So, no, I did. I was like, well, So there are books out there about this lady that probably give much more detail than I'm going to give you. But I went through about 20 different websites that were in my search, and they all had the same basic points. So I'm going to just hit on those points.
Cool.
The reason I picked this, the reason I put her on our topic list was she is the woman who, is credited for inventing Mother's Day.
Oh.
Sorry.
Are you blanking on her name?
No, I was like trying to look for it. The woman who was credited for inventing Mother's Day is named Anna Jarvis. But Miss Jarvis holds that it is actually this lady. And this lady that I'm going to talk about is Caroline Lockhart.
Cool.
And that name meant absolutely nothing to me until I heard it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. So just that little blip about Mother's Day, I was like, I want to look into this lady because she does have kind of a famous little history. But Anna Jarvis came to Caroline and said, hey, I think Mother's Day should be a thing. How can we make it a nationwide celebration? And Caroline helped her get that whole thing going. And Miss Jarvis said, Caroline deserves the credit more than I do. But Anna Jarvis is credited for Mother's Day.
Okay.
So that was just the weird random thing that brought her to my attention. But she is one of the most famous citizens of Cody, Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because, Cody, Wyoming is named after Buffalo Bill Cody.
Uh-huh.
And, she was a very good friend of his. And she moved there. And they became besties and built up Cody and made it just like, hey, let's make this a place. It's beautiful here. Let's get tourism here. So they invented some things to draw tourism. But I'll get into that.
All right.
Caroline Lockhart was born in Eagle Point Township in Illinois on February 24th of 1871. She grew up on a ranch in Kansas and attended Bethany College in Topeka, Kansas, and the Moravian Seminary in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. She attempted to get into acting, that career never took off. So she then became a reporter for the Boston Post and later for the Philadelphia Bulletin. And this is kind of what she's best known for in her early years of her career, of her life. She kind of became a distinguished feature writer. Her pen name was Suzette. One of the feature assignments that she did for the Boston Post was to go for a half-hour walk around the Boston Harbor in diving gear, which was in its very early infancy days and not really a thing that you did very much of and not a thing that a woman did at all.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, so the She put on this diving gear that was, oh my gosh. I reorganized my notes, and I think they have reorganized themselves. I think I must have hit undo at some point.
I was going to say, that's not a thing that they do themselves.
No,
So.
They didn't do it themselves. I'm sure I did it by accident. Dang, I wanted to give the weight of the diving gear, but it's unimportant. Anyway, so she walked around in this diving gear for half an hour, which was unheard of at the time and unheard of for a woman to do.
Yeah.
And so they were like, they actually tried to talk her out of it, but she said she never wanted to be seen as incapable, and she would never admit if she felt fearful or like nervous about anything. She just would smile and go for it and make it happen. And she said in her later writings, she talked about when she was 14, she was thrown off of a Mustang and hurt her arm or broke her arm. And the doctor was like, she was just eating an apple the whole time. The doctor's setting her arm. And he's like, you know, if you don't faint now, you're never going to faint. And she never did. So
all right.
She just said this memory like just helps her be like, hey, you know, you're going to be fine. You sat through having your broken arm set without worry. You're going to be fine. Nothing's going to bother you. And she kind of carried that with her through her life. The dive in the harbor kind of boosted her reputation as this kind of larger than life woman of her time. She was already writing for a newspaper, and she in the 1890s she was known as the Post Woman, from, you know, the lady from the Boston Post, and she did a lot of stunt journalism, like the dive, you know, going on the Boston Harbor. So kind of like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. And then she would write an article about it and get kind of become a featured writer. She also jumped out of a 4th-story window to help demonstrate the Boston Fire Department's new safety net.
Oh. And
then she also climbed on a lion's back in one that had just recently killed its handler. But
I love her.
Yeah, I know. She's just like, you know what? I'm going to go do whatever I want to do. And she also was one of the few people to interview the convicted murderer of Eli Shaw, which I didn't dive into him, but I recognize that name.
Huh.
So I don't think he's like a really great person. Well, I mean, obviously not. He's a convicted murderer. But typically that's not typically a female interview, a female-led interview, because, you know, women are far too dainty. Women are far too dainty to talk to a murderer, let alone write a captivating interview with them. So she was just really ahead of her time, and nothing really, really bothered her.
Yeah.
You looking that up?
Yeah.
What's he known for?
Killing his mother.
Oh.
Which is an interesting parallel, since she's credited with Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm. That is interesting.
It's a New York Times article, and it's behind a paywall. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, there's a book about it.
Oh.
The Past Never Dies.
He seems like not a great guy.
Yeah. Well, this one says murders. Oh. And grandmother.
Oh, he's a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she interviewed that guy.
Which again, like not something that a woman did in that time period.
Yeah.
She had a very illustrative way of writing. So she was able to really describe her experiences step by step. So this is how she kind of gained notoriety as a journalist.
Yeah.
And she also wrote several novels, and three of them were turned into movies. Which ones? Okay, let me tell you what her novels were.
Yeah.
This was when she moved to Cody, Wyoming. She started writing her novels. One is called Me Smith, and that one came out in 1911. And then in 1912, she wrote Lady Doc. 1914, she wrote The Fool of the Moon. 1915, she wrote The Man from Bitter Roots, which became a movie in 1916. In 1919, she wrote The Fighting Shepherdess, which became a movie in 1920. And in 1921, she wrote The Dude Wrangler, which became a movie in 1930. And all of these were inspired by her experiences in Cody. Just like a lot of them, they're kind of a little slice of life type books.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to read them.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're going to be written in
seems
that
cool.
older style where it's very wordy.
Yeah.
But also I think they'd be fun reads. The Lady
They
Doc,
kind of like cozy westerns.
yeah, maybe a little cozy western.
Yeah.
The Lady Doc was one of the most successful and most controversial. Controversial.
Are you saying the Lady Doc?
Doc, D-O-C, like
Okay.
doctor.
I kept hearing duck.
Oh. The Lady Duck.
The Lady
was
Duck.
very controversial.
Yeah.
Why can't I say that word right now?
Controversial.
That's what I want to say, controversial. But,
honestly heard it both ways, but it's controversial.
Controversial. The Lady Duck was one of the most successful and most controversial novels that she wrote. And what's it written? You have programmed me. If I say wrote, I have to say written afterwards. And I can't help it now, even if I'm using wrote correctly. Anyway.
Blame Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's terrible. But the locals kind of gave her some backlash about this because the main character and Dr. Francis Lane, it's kind of a little bit of, I think it's a little satirical comparison there. So they were like, hey, you're bashing on our doctor. And she's like, yeah, I don't care. I read it. It's a book. She also, she believes you had to experience life to write about it. So she did a lot of things to kind of like instead of just like interviewing someone in the life, she would go join the circus or join a vaudeville act and travel with them and then write her stories about it. She closed down a home for wayward women after staying there for several days and realizing there were just terrible, terrible atrocities going on. The home said, oh, we're going to help women with drinking problems and give them a cure. But it actually just put them to work. It just basically kind of they made a little bit of money, but not really. But basically they were just like indentured servant type thing where you just work and work and work. And so, yeah, they weren't actually getting, I mean, they might have been treated for alcoholism and just because they were definitely exploited.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I thought you were going to say like a brothel situation. So like,
well, there was probably some of that going on too. Yikes. She went in basically undercover, realized what happened, blew the lid off of it in her journalism and got it shut down.
Good for her.
Good for her, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, she's awesome.
Yeah. So
she also went to work cooking for Chief Baconrine of the Osage Indians. I looked that word up and I said it out loud 20 times today in the correct pronunciation, and I still said it wrong.
Oh, man.
The Osage Indians. Basically, so when they sold some of their land for oil and they got money, people wanted a story about them, and they were like, no, we're not talking to you guys. But she went in and started working with them and talking with them and became friends. And then she was like, hey, here's my article about them that was written with their permission.
Okay.
And she did it with their permission, but basically she went in and became friends first.
Okay.
And then said, I want to write this article. And because they liked her, they were like, okay, sure. So the issue sold out in less than 30 minutes.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Once she moved into Cody, Wyoming, she really became a big promoter of the Western way of life. She also owned the Park County Enterprise, which she renamed the Cody Enterprise. And she owned that newspaper and she wrote for that newspaper. And that was kind of her little buy-in into Cody, Wyoming. And so that's where she met Bill Cody, and they kind of traveled together. She would always she had always rode a buckskin, which is the kind of pale brown with the black mane and tail. Oh, okay. That was like her favorite color. Those. I do too. It's one of my favorites. So all of her horses that were her personal horses were buckskins.
That's cool.
And she just loved them. She helped in 1920. She helped found the Cody Stampede, which is one of the biggest rodeos in the country.
Yeah.
And is still going strong today. She bought land in Dryhead, Montana, which is now part of the Bighorn Canyon National Recreation Area. And she had a ranch, the L/Hart Ranch. And it's now on the National Register of Historic Places. And she was indicted into the National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame in 2018. So she said, like, she just lived this life. She never stopped doing things and kind of being involved in things. And part of that grew from the journalism aspect. She was like, I can't just write. I want to go experience this, so then my writing is better.
Yeah.
But they said her novels and her columns ring with sharp wit, humor, and bright hopes for the underdog. And she was once described as one of the 4 best humorists in America. So she's just like, she had like a really cool, I forgot to mention with her horse, she was known for wearing split skirts.
Oh no.
Ooh, in the late 1800s, she wore split skirts so she could ride. Didn't they
have riding skirts back then? In that time period?
I thought so.
I thought
but I could be wrong. But like, I don't know. Like I picture like the proper riding woman in like a side saddle with her skirts kind of off on one side. But like she was just known for always being in these split skirts and her jangly spurs.
And then I know like early versions of split skirts were only split in the back. They had a panel still covering the front. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know. She just history, but she just how very dare she? She also drank in the bars with the men. She was also very against prohibition, and there was some drama in the town when prohibition came through, and she was like, "No, I'm fighting this." And the one guy who was very, we need to get rid of all the alcohol. And she's like, "You're crazy." And there was like huge drama in Cody, and he like sued her for libel and slander, and the courts were like, "No, dude, everything she said is true." Like, so yeah, she had some little dramas, and I kind of love it. But I like this Paul Eldridge, a professor of English at the University of Nevada. I'm gonna say that Paul Eldridge, a professor of English at the University of Nevada. No. You could pick one and stick with it. I'll leave them both in.
Okay, it's fine. Worked for Miss Lockhart in the 1920s while she owned the Cody Enterprise.
Okay.
And he said every day she would arrive at work, she would ride her horse in, dismount, tie him to the hitching post, clumping and jingling in boots and spurs, wearing a divided skirt and a $20 Stetson, a smile on her face as she meditated mischief on her opposition or inquired as to their latest attack. So this is during the battle for prohibition or not. Uh-huh. So, and the $20 Stetson at the time was a very expensive hat.
Yeah.
So she's just coming in with her boots and spurs and what's he doing? What's he trying to do today? Let's shut this guy down. So I think it's fun. She sounds like a fun lady.
She does.
I will probably pick up a couple of her books just to read a little bit more about her.
I want to read her columns.
I know.
Her stories in the papers.
Well, you know what? Our subscription newspapers.com lapsed just 15 days ago at the end of June.
Oh no.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
But so we'll have to bump that back up because I was like, yeah, it was a 6 month.
15 days ago at the end of June.
Oh, this is August. Goodness. A month and 15 days ago. I really, seriously, my brain. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get that back up because I was like, oh, I want to read this.
Yeah.
She did write, her last novel was called The Old West and the New and was written in 1933. And she kind of talked a lot about the changes of the 20th century and, kind of the shift from the old timers and the Old West into the New West.
Uh-huh.
And she wasn't really thrilled about it, but she understood progress and change happened. So that's when I actually kind of read. So she does kind of starts the book in the Old West and then the second half of the book is like a 20 years later sequel. The characters from the first part reappear in the disguise of dude wranglers, filling station operators, and prohibition agents instead of cowboys and cattle rustlers.
Wait, so is it a fictional book?
It's kind of, all her stuff was fiction.
Okay.
That she wrote, but it was based on her real life experiences.
Okay.
So in this book, she would have the first half was cowboys and cattle rustlers, but then those same characters reappeared in the second half.
Yeah.
But now they were dude wranglers. They worked at gas stations. They were prohibition agents. So just kind of like that shift.
Yeah.
In the careers.
Like when you described the book, I was just thinking like a historical sort of overview. Like this is how it was in the Old West, and this is how it is now.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
And then you started talking about the characters, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah. The book was titled The Old West and the New. So it was kind of just a change, an exploration of the changes that were happening.
Yeah.
But it was fiction. Sorry. It was nonfiction.
It was not nonfiction.
These guys lived like for hundreds of years, and they went from No. Oh my gosh, sorry.
Now it's sci-fi. They're time travelers.
They are. Oh my goodness.
That's kind of cool though. That's an interesting concept for a book, and I like it.
I like it. And especially having lived through that shift of time. Like,
yeah.
I could probably write a book about pre-internet days and current internet days, and just like what it's kind of a different thing.
Yeah.
Like jobs that existed before don't exist now. And there are jobs that you could never even dream, like podcasting. What?
Yeah.
Like,
what is that?
What is that? Like if you went back to just, I don't know, the 90s, like what is a podcast? I don't know when podcasts really became big, but like, yeah, that was not a thing. Or it was just like some, weird hipster kid at a college had
so it's like radio, but it's not radio. Like who are you even talking to?
You just put this on your cassette and then you like hand it out to your friends.
On your cassette. Were there podcasts on cassette? No, because it started like the word pod came from iPod.
Yeah.
So that didn't even, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of just that turn of the century, kind of a whole shift in how things ran and worked.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. I would like to read that one.
Yeah.
But she stayed in Cody on her ranch until she was in her 80s. And then it got a little difficult for her, so she moved closer in. And she died in 1962 at the age of 91.
Oh, wow.
Which is she led a full life.
Yeah.
And had a lot of really cool experiences. I'm going to pop this up and show you a couple pictures of her because she just looks really cool. So this is her in the diving gear.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that nuts looking?
Yeah.
So that's her on one of her horses.
Cool.
In her divided skirts. And this was her at a young age, just looking super. It's so funny because I kept seeing this picture and the one of her like on her ranch. And I was like, are these the same woman?
Yeah.
I'm like, because in this one, she's just very floofy and got the flowers on her hat.
Yeah, she's got like a big floral hat, and is she holding a bouquet?
Yeah, she's holding a bouquet, and she's got poofy sleeves.
Yeah.
And then the next one is just her on a horse and just like in rugged,
all cowboyed
up and ready to go.
There's her divided skirt.
The divided skirts. Yeah, it's just kind of a whole different vibe. Because I was like, wait, am I looking at different, what are these pictures I'm looking at right now? But yeah, it was her just at different points in life before, she went to Cody and kind of jumped into that whole Western lifestyle.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of her with Buffalo Bill.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Just kind of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
She looks very sassy.
She does, like a couple of her pictures, she's just like grinning and I'm just like, this one is her at the bar.
Oh, yeah. She's
just
awesome.
Like, yeah, let's go. And this sign is cut off, but it says men will fight outside.
Yeah.
I'm like,
none of that in here.
No, take it outside.
Yeah.
Take it outside, which I just love her. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to get a couple books and do a little bit of reading, learn a little bit more about her. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a little additional like info dump in our Patreon one day.
Yeah.
When I learn some more about her. Because she just seems like she just led a wild life, but it's all very condensed what's in the search engine that I could find about
Yeah.
her. So, but yeah, so that was Caroline Lockhart.
Cool. Well, I like her. She seems like
I
a
do
really
too.
cool
She
lady.
just seems really cool.
She-
There is the Irma Hotel in Cody, Wyoming has the Caroline Lockhart room.
Aw. We'll go there too.
Yeah. It's allegedly very haunted.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, of course. They
The
all are.
room or the hotel?
The hotel.
Okay.
Probably the room as well.
Yeah. Sweet.
So yeah. That's all I have. It's a little short thing, but it's okay. My jaw is hurting and I want to stop talking.
Yeah,
now.
that's fine. Do you have bonus content? Or is it all on me?
It's all on you.
Cool.
Yeah.
The bonus
make you
content is
talk.
going to be a day later because we are recording this on Tuesday when we're supposed to release the bonus content that we will be recording after this.
Yeah. Good.
So, I
times.
mean, I guess I can still post it today, just right after we record it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. There was a cat.
That was my foot
Oh.
rest. Sorry.
So you knew the noise I was reacting to, and then you just decided to be like, "Oh, what's over there?"
Yeah.
Okay. Move your microphone.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
It catches the hum of the thing. So I guess we need to.
Draw cards.
Draw
You want to do
cards.
the spiel while I...
So if you would like to follow us and support us, you can find us. Well, okay, start with the social media. You can find us in all the places. Just look for Jess and Hids and give us a like and a follow. And yeah, follow along with our craziness. If you want to check out the sources for all of our episodes, we do list them on our website. If you just go to the podcast tab, they're in blog form. So you can, click on all of the episodes and see all of our sources. Go to our website. It's jessandhids.com. Also sign up for our newsletter. We skipped last month. Whoops. But
I'm calling it a semi-monthly newsletter.
okay. Yeah. And almost sometimes monthly newsletter. But yeah, you can sign up for that at jessandhids.com. And if you would like to support us, I guess kind of in a more personal way, you can join our Patreon. You do not have to be a paid member. We do release some public posts every once in a while, but the majority of the awesome content is like we do reserve for paid members. You can find us at patreon.com/jessandhids. We have a lot of fun perks, and we have 3 tiers right now. We have a $3 a month, a $10 a month, and a $20 a month tier, and they all get access to fun things, including
content.
Yeah, the bonus content for the podcast. We have RPG games, like we were saying in the beginning. Our highest tier gets merch every month that we mail out quarterly, so like 3 little bits of merch every quarter. We also do a thing called Tea Time, which is basically just us going live and talking about random stuff that we feel like talking about.
Answering questions.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun in Tea Time. So yeah, we have a lot of fun perks. So find us and
Join us.
join
the
us.
fun.
Join our little community. We have I love the little community that we're building. It's not, I don't know. I want to stress that join us for the community, not just because you like us.
Yeah.
But it's a community.
We have a lot. We have a lot
great.
of great people in our community. They're encouraging, supporting, and just super friendly.
Yeah.
And
like us, they like to encourage creativity. So if you are looking for a safe, creative place to sort of spread your wings and I don't know, maybe flex your creative muscles, then it's a good place for that.
do write some short stories.
Yeah.
You can share your art. Yeah. I think we've talked about it a lot before, like where, creating things is a kind of magic.
Yeah.
And you have to share it to help it grow. And so we want to encourage that.
Yeah.
And our community has been awesome. Like just for me personally, because I tend not to share my art.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, that's nice. Put it away. Don't ever let anyone see it because they'll think it's terrible.
Yeah.
But art is art. You can't grade art. It is what you have created, and it is beautiful.
Yeah.
So if you want to become a part of that, we would love to welcome you into our community.
Yeah.
But right now, let's draw some cards.
Okay.
See what our topics are going to be for next week.
All right.
And if you haven't listened to us before, this is where we have all of our topics kind of written on cards, big giant cards, and we draw them. And then we don't tell each other until we record the episode. So it's a little bit of a surprise for us.
Yeah.
To know what the other person's going to be talking about. So that's always fun. And if you'd like us to talk about something that you're very interested in and would love to see us go down that rabbit hole, you can send your topic suggestions to jessandhids@gmail.com. jessandhids@gmail.com.
Cool.
You have drawn your card.
I have drawn my card.
Draw my card.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for my card.
Okay.
This is always a fun part because I'm always going to go, oh, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I get to have a secret. I like having secrets.
What if I just pretend to be like really upset about the card that I drew?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to talk about this.
I can't believe I got this one. Ugh. No.
It's not.
That wouldn't happen though.
It wouldn't happen.
We wouldn't put topics we don't want to talk about in our deck. So,
well, we might. I mean, if somebody suggested us a topic, I mean, it would depend.
We reserve the right to veto.
We reserve the right to veto.
Like,
yes.
if it's not going to be anything either of us are interested in, then it's not going to make a good episode because we're just going to be like, okay, I drew this and I didn't really want to talk about it, but here you go.
But on the same point, I have been like, I don't know how I feel about this, and then go all in on this subject. So
yeah. I mean, once we do if you give us a topic that we're hesitant about, we might do a little bit of preliminary research for it just to see what it's about. And then we'll, if it's cool, we'll put it in the deck. I don't know. Anyway, what's your warm ember?
My warm ember is my dentist, who's going to get this painful tooth out of my face.
Shout out to Dr. Owens. I don't know if he listens to the podcast. I have talked about the podcast to the secretary there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Barb. Hi.
Hi. Also, yeah, I do. I really do love my dentist.
Yeah.
And I'm so looking forward to seeing him on Thursday. Getting this tooth out.
He's a cool guy. He
always
really is super
nice.
Friendly.
Yeah. That's all I can really focus on. I'm sorry.
I mentioned it at the beginning of the episode, but my dog, Cake, turned 12 on last Friday. Yeah, she's 12 years old. She's a chocolate lab. I was there when she was born. I helped her be born. She came from a litter from my sister's dog. And I was like, I knew that the dog was about to give birth like any day now. And I was in college at the time, and both my sister and her husband worked full-time jobs. And so it was my job to check on her periodically. Her name was Harley. And yeah, I randomly stopped in one day and she was in labor. And it was, I think, 13 puppies. It was difficult for the mama. So I stuck around and helped her out. And Cake was born. And my grandma, who I lived with at the time, was kind enough to let me keep one.
Yay.
Yeah.
I love Cake so much. That was like moving out here. I remember I don't care about anything that happens except I just hope Cake loves me.
She
does.
She does. She sleeps with Hiddles at night now instead of with me.
I love her so much.
And she has officially ranked you the same level as me, I think. So.
I think you say that. I am slightly below because she will 100% choose you over me.
Except at night.
Except at night. But she starts in your room and then wanders down the hall and chills out with me, which I'm happy for. So
she's just a sweet dog. And my grandma always used to say, she knows nothing but love. And it's true. She's never, she has gone through some hard times. There were some shakeups in her life with like me moving here, and then my medical issues a few years ago really freaked her out. And yeah, but yeah, she's just always had all the love. So
She's a wonderful dog.
She's 12 years old.
I gave her some of her cake today.
Oh, good.
Just little bites.
Great. She's going to be so gassy.
I know. Just little morsels. I can't give her a lot.
I mean, I guess somebody's got to eat it.
Yeah.
The cats already ate the bacon off of it.
I guess that's it. That wraps this episode.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for listening. Shout
Thank
out
you.
to all of our awesome patrons and everybody who listens. We love you guys. And yeah, we hope you keep listening.
And tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends about us. Absolutely. We'll talk at you next week.
See ya.
Bye.